So then, to piggyback on your question, Sharif, how do I know, do I cash them out or not do the next deal and all this? Well, you know you're gonna have a payout. Now, what I learned also is quite a few people said to me, Sharif, you talk about compounding. The true compounding is for us to reinvest the interest you're paying us. Right. So I used to send the payment to IRA, to the IRA account, and then they'd have to resend it to me.
Well, so they would have to reinvest themselves instead of them saying, Sharif, I want my money back. No, I'm going to give you the interest. You have to give me back if you want to invest.
I was going to tell you that I corrected myself afterwards because you're ahead of me. Because what I did is I would send them the money in their IRA. They have to fill out the documents with the IRA to send me another like $250 or $2,500. And they started saying, you know, Sharif, every time you do that, they charge me $80. Right. And then they are lost. I go on hold for an hour. It's a waste of time with these IRA. And I said, oh my gosh. I went back to the attorneys, did another amendment, which you already have. All these amendments are done as your first rollout. You see my point? And then we say, indicate right here if you want the money to be reinvested. However, I can tell you how many times I make it clear to the investors, even though you're reinvesting your money, you put $1 million, you're getting 8%, so it's $80,000 a year. Instead of giving you $40,000 every 6 months on February 28th and August 31st, you're reinvesting. And at the end of the year, I'll still give you a 1099 for $80,000. They're like, but why? I didn't get the money. Because the IRS is very clever. IRS says, I don't care, you're reinvesting, good for you, but you already paid the taxes on this. So I had a gentleman who has $1 million with me, and he reinvested for like 5 years. It's like almost $1.7 million or something like this. And he said, I can't believe now I'm getting 8% on $1.7 million. So this is costing me a lot of taxes, but I'm not getting the money. You understand? So instead of getting 80,000, he gets 80 plus 56. So what is that? 80 plus 56. So he gets 136,000. So we send him a 1099 for 130. So he got mad. I said, wait a minute. But you got so much more invested. He said, if I cash out some of that interest, some of that money now that is working for me, will I be paying taxes? No, you pay taxes on it all along. So that will be, so then he said, okay, then cash out for me like 150,000. I don't remember the amount. I said, whatever you like. He said, can you cash me out quickly? Because I have the taxes to be paid. And he's got 6 kids, huh? Him and his wife are just lovely people, just amazing people. I really love them. And I said, okay. And then I realized it's a mistake for him to do that. I know he has money because he's a mechanic for BMW. And I said, okay, because he was all very worked up about the taxes. Then I waited like a few days and I sent him an email. I said, do you realize that you have all this money working for you? Even though you're paying the taxes, it is compounding. It's money you pay taxes on and it's compounding. That's the power of compounding. You're now really growing at a very high level. And he replied, yeah, I was wondering why you didn't challenge me on this. I said, you were too upset. And then he replied, said, keep it, let it compound. So my point to you is, you may raise $1 million and have payment of X, but maybe half that $1 million is people that want to reinvest. It's good for you because now you don't have to cash out too much until you sell a property, you have extra money, and now the extra money is working, so you're also compounding as they compound. So I have found no problem with the compounding. I have a friend of my wife, when we started the fund, she owns a marina, and she's Canadian originally, owns a marina, and her mom died, and she said, I inherited this money, I want to give it to Sharif, and because she has 2 boys when they go to college. And I was looking at, because when we send the payout, there is a statement, and I looked, and it's like $500,000. I said, it's a mistake. You know, because she put a quarter. But then I realized because she's been compounding the money. So it's really, really a good thing to tell them, you want compounding? Here's the true compounding. Okay, so went off on a tangent on that, but let me just see here. And I'm using this as the format to talk about different things so you can understand the whole thing. Because if you understand your fund well enough, you'll be able to convey the message based on who you're talking to. Some people you're talking to want peace of mind and no hassle. Some want the return. Some want to compound the return. Some want to, get better returns than somewhere else. And some want to diversify with whatever else they're doing.